If you wait for 3 seconds at a stoplight, you know how many cars are going to be honking behind you? You know that's going to happen. All right, Tammy, thanks very much. Let's talk baseball real quickly. Believe it or not, we're at the end of the season already. There are only 11 games left for the Rays. Last night, they played Boston. They are trailing Boston right now by 3 games for postseason berth, a wild card berth. If they sweep Boston, by the way, another game tonight, if they sweep Boston, that puts them even with Boston for that wild card berth. Then they control their own destiny. Honestly, they control their own destiny now. I mentioned there are 11 games left for the Rays on their schedule. It's not an easy one. They have 3 more games with Boston. Then they have a 3-game series with the Yankees in New York. Then they come back home, they'll play the Blue Jays, and then they round it out again with the Yankees. So not an easy schedule. Will they make the postseason? We'll wait and see, but they do at least control their own destiny. And let's talk with Metromix now. Here's Jackie Anderson.
Hello.
If you're not going to be home watching the game tonight, there's plenty going on.
There is. You can start with Journey at the 1-800-ASK-GARY amp on Sunday. An interesting story with Journey this past week. I don't know if you heard.
It's dish.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Saucy
Some
too.
celebrity gossip.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar you are, but the Salahis, who had first become famous for crashing the White House party, then later went on to star in The Real Housewives of D.C. Tariq Salahi had contacted the authorities earlier this week to say his wife had been missing. She left without her belongings, didn't know where she was, thought she'd been kidnapped. Come to find out, they investigate. She wasn't kidnapped. She was right where she wanted to be, which was with the guitarist from Journey, Neil Schon. So
in Nashville, is that where they found her?
Yes, yep. So interesting story. Who knows if it's another publicity stunt? Either way, Journey will be performing on Sunday.
It could be that.
Yes.
We know they're not strangers to point stunts.
Yes.
What else won this weekend?
It's also Fashion Week for Tampa Bay next week. This week is New York City's Fashion Week. So you can kick it all off with Tim Gunn, who's the TV celeb stylist from Project Runway. Yep. He's hosting his own fashion show. It's Saturday at International Plaza, free to get in, and he's even dishing out some of his celeb fashion advice, so you can stick around for a Q&A afterwards.
Very cool.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Jackie, thanks very much.
Thank
Just
you.
a couple things going on this weekend. You got to love the sauce on the Salahis.
Yes.
All right, still ahead here on 10 News at 9 o'clock. Internet. It's been around for a while. Most of your kids, that's all they know. For many of us as parents, it's kind of new to us. So how do you police your children? We got some safety tips coming up. We're going to talk about some of the things that we do in our own homes.